Hey everyone, welcome back to Poplar Preparedness. I have a very disturbing thing to share with you today. It comes from one of our viewers. Let me just read it to you and you tell me if you think this is disturbing. Also, I need you guys to verify this if you can, if you fall into this category. Steve, today I had to answer the yearly health assessment questionnaire for Medicare. They have added one that is very disturbing. Not remembering the exact wording it asked, but it asked, would I refuse any medical treatment based on a religious or spiritual belief? Whoa, they go on to say that they've never seen any question like that before. I just have a couple questions that go along with this. One, what in the world are they smoking over there? That's the unwritten one, right? So first real question is, if you say that you would not, can they use that in the future to attack any attempt that you make at a religious exemption? That's a scary question, isn't it? You just go ahead and check that box right there, and then later on they do something really outrageous and they say, okay, you need to take this now. And you say, I can't because of moral duty to God. I can't do that. That's evil. And they say, no. Let's look back here at the 2022 questionnaire that you filled out here, and you said that there wasn't any medical procedure or any medical thing that you would not do due to religious or spiritual beliefs. Also, second question here, second real question other than the what are you smoking, is what are they going to do with that question? Like, are they going to put you in a different classification? Are you going into a different classification because you hit the checkbox here, or you didn't hit the checkbox? Are they going to discriminate against you? Are they going to say, oh, we're not going to provide you excellent service or excellent medical care because you're kind of reserving the right to be non-compliant in the future if you don't like something? Folks, are you hearing this? They're demanding to know whether you will, for all time, for the rest of your life, sign away the ability to have any religious convictions regarding your medical services that you receive. What happens if they decide that the medical service you are to receive is to be euthanized? And for the good of society, you need to be euthanized. I know that sounds crazy, but considering how much they are pushing abortion after birth, which makes me want to vomit. And then you go up into Canada where they're getting clinically mentally ill people the option to commit suicide. This is what's coming, folks. Look up to Canada and you'll see where we'll be in 6 months. The crazy stuff they're going to shove down our throats next. But this question in Medicare, what business do they have to know, would you ever refuse medical treatment because of spiritual belief? Well, absolutely I would. If you go and test some of that stuff on unwilling prisoners of war, if you do something abhorrent, yes, I am going to object. I reserve the right to object to anything insane that you are trying to get me to do. When you do an emergency exemption for something and then force everybody to take it, I have a problem with that. Why have the things that, they went around and everybody'd with, but why haven't they been approved yet? They haven't moved forward with actually getting a formal approval yet. Why is that? Why is that not happening? Can they not get that? Does their paperwork not really reflect the safety and everything like that they said that was there? There's absolutely no safety concerns whatsoever. There's no evidence whatsoever to say that this might be harmful to you. Well, that we've released to the public. Oh, that stuff, that we buried that 6 feet under, you know, next to Clinton's, you know, people that crossed her, you know. That's what we're talking about here, is that when you're dealing with a system that is being extremely non-responsive when it comes to information requests, when it comes to linking the ties between how much money certain people are getting from certain companies to the decisions that they're making, we have problems here. And if you want to reserve in any way, shape, or form the right to ask questions, friends, you need to ask questions right now. When you have questions like this, you need to perk up, because one day your answer to this question may come back to haunt you. It might come back to haunt you this year. You may get less services because they say you're one of those people. It may come back to haunt you later on because you checked that other box. You got put in the nice camp with the cushy blankets. Yeah. You got put there because you answered all the right questions. You got into the nice comfy camp. But then later on you find out that they're going to expect you to follow all of their orders over there. Or you get put down to the other camp. Friends, pay attention to what's going on here. Pay attention to any government document you get your hands on. You need to make sure you read it. Read it carefully. Don't just start checking boxes. Read what you're writing. And be really wary of them asking you to fill things out. Why do they want you to fill things out? And when they do, make sure it's for the purposes that they explicitly state. And if not, don't you dare incriminate yourself. Don't say stuff to them that will be given to them as ammunition against you now. Nowadays, every time they ask me for my gender, I always do not want to reply. When they ask me my skin complexion, I say I wish not to answer. And when they force me down to 3 options, you know, male, female, or non-binary, I've actually sometimes started checking that third one just to mess up their systems. Yeah. I try to figure out which is going to mess up their system more. But, you know, when they have no business whatsoever asking the questions, you need to give them all the respect that they are owed, all the respect that they deserve. Friends, it's time to start acting out a little bit. When people start probing and prodding into your personal life when they have no reason to be doing that, I'm sorry, but YouTube has no need to know what my gender is. They don't. They don't. Ask stupid questions of me, you will get stupid answers from me. If you have no business to know, you're going to get answers that I give you, okay? and they'll be just whatever I feel like giving you. Friends, we need to start acting out a little bit, particularly with the forms and the things that we're getting. We need to start ignoring checkboxes. We need to start checking random checkboxes. We need to start acting out a little bit. There is a lack of privacy, which, I don't know, I seem to remember that being somewhere in the Constitution, something about right to privacy. You know, you have the right to privacy to kill babies and stuff, but you don't have the right to privacy to, I don't know, like not express and discuss your spiritual beliefs with Medicare. We say dangerous, slippery slope, and it is a dangerous, slippery slope. Friends, we need to start acting out a little bit. What's that going to look like for you? I don't know, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, okay? But what I am saying is we need to have some non-violent, you know, non-compliance. Yeah, especially with the information. do whatever you can with information. I don't really think that there's all that much you can do with the tracking on websites. You know, some people talk about the VPNs and stuff like that. I don't really believe they do all that much, but I think the government is absolutely tracking you and absolutely will continue to track you, and there's nothing you can do about it. But sometimes you need to leave your tracking device at home, your cell phone. Leave your tracking device at home. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Powering it down doesn't work anymore. Just FYI. It continues to log your data of location even when they're powered off now. That's why the batteries are sealed into the cases. That's one of the reasons. Yeah, they can still track you with your phone turned off. So be aware of that, folks. Be aware of the information you're putting into your phone. Be aware of the information that you're putting on our websites. Just put wrong information. Put wrong spam information. Don't put lots of critical information, okay? The government already knows your social security number, okay? They already know your bank account information. But when you're on a lonely message board and you're typing away, they are absolutely logging all that for the future criminal courts. Yes. They know which side of the political aisle you land on. They know exactly what your understanding of the government and your patience with the government, where that lies. They know that stuff. That's important stuff to them. Don't give them any more data points, okay? Up here, you're free. But when it comes out of your mouth and goes onto the internet, not so free. Cultivate a healthy freedom up here and let that guide you to controlling what comes out here. What comes out on your keyboard warrioring sessions. Friends, consider when it will be appropriate to act out a little bit. And when they're not looking, check some boxes that, you know, will cause a little fuss, all right? That's what I have to say to you. If you get this Medicare form, the health assessment, if you get that and you see this question on there, please email me at poplarpreparedness@gmail.com to let me know that you've seen this too. And I don't know what we're supposed to do about that. I don't know if it's like an optional question, whether you can just skip it. If you can just skip it, you know, okay. Or what we should do about that kind of question. I don't have to deal with it, but a lot of you do. So let's figure out together what we can do about that. And if there needs to be a little bit of fuss raised about Medicare asking spiritual questions of people. All right, folks, stay safe out there. Keep cultivating your mind of freedom and being aware of what you're putting out there on the internet and into the government system. If you found this video to be useful, helpful, you might want to check out this video right here from me. I'll see you over there, or I'll see you later. Steve Poplar out.